Before I worked at Planet Subaru, I've sort of done a lot of things. I've worked at both in the health insurance industry and also in the trade show industry. And then a long time before that, I sort of worked in the extreme sport industry, snowboarding.
I'm very happy working here. You can ask my wife any day of the week. She'll tell you it's been a night and day change from where I used to work and where I am now.
So I've been working here for, I think, a little over 5 years. I worked full-time at Planet Subaru while also going to college full-time. Planet Subaru really has been a part of my growing up and a part of my teenage years and my young adult years right now. And throughout college, high school, whatever it may be, it's really changed probably my life and my thoughts and the way I've thought about things and the whole way of thinking, all for the better. And I probably can honestly say I wouldn't be the person I am today if it wasn't for Planet Subaru.
Each and every one of the people I help have their own stories, and I like that about being here, is that you never know who's going to walk in the door. You never can tell what they're going to want, what they're going to need, and that's one of my favorite things.
I started the day that Planet Subaru opened in October of '98. The people here are a lot different. Everybody seems to help each other out, and a lot of loyalty. To describe Planet Subaru in one word would be different. It's different from a lot of places that I've worked with or at before. For instance, the relationship between the sales department and the service department is a lot different than other dealerships I've ever been at before. There's always been a line drawn in the sand. You know what I mean? It's always the sales department and then the service department, where the sales and service here seem to work well together. There's no backstabbing, or you know what I mean? There's no separate entities per se.
It's very difficult for us to find staff. And the reason is because I think the typical dealership just runs an ad. Have you been selling cars the wrong way for a long time somewhere else? Well, we'd like to give you a shot here. I mean, that's basically the typical car dealership employment ad. But our ads say, are you ready to do something that you never even thought about doing? And obviously you're getting people who have not sold cars before, in many cases have never sold anything before. So the learning curve is steep. It takes a long time. But over the course of the business, we found that it's worth the investment, because whereas a typical dealership can get an experienced person and put them in a place and they can be selling the next day, they're going to be selling the wrong way the next day and forever. Whereas in our case, we can hire someone today and we really aren't going to expect them to sell any significant amount of cars for 3, 6, 9 months. But once they've seen our way of doing it and have become proficient at it, then we can keep them for a long time. They satisfy customers over a long period of time, and that's what we built our business on.